Century Command YouTube channel is kindly sponsored by those nice folk, Mick and John, at Lost Ark Games in Stevenage. Sadly closed at the moment due to COVID-19. Greetings from the Eccentric Man. A view you don't often get, I must admit, but I'm getting very bored with the video at the top for when new viewers log on to the channel and see what we painted in 2019. Obviously 2020 went by and I've painted an awful lot of things in that time, so I'm going to have to get them all out on the table and do a 2020 painting review. But unfortunately, with the shoulder surgery, it's going to take a little bit of time. We're now, what's the date? 5 days on from the surgery and it's still pretty sore, so can't do very much movement with it. But I'll do an update video on where we are and what we've got. And I thought what I'd start with is my box of lead. I don't have much of a lead mountain nowadays because we painted quite a lot of it last year. But this is the metal stuff, and I thought we'd go through and have a look what we've got. So sit back and I hope you enjoy what we've got coming up. Primed and ready to go are some Melly Would-Be King Colonial light mounting gun, I think this one is. And we've got our Home Guard Northover projector and our Bad Squiddo Games Ladies of the World War II. So they're all primed up, and whenever they take my fancy, I can give them a quick lick of paint. I've cleaned up and got rid of all the little burrs of the metal for my first unit of American Civil War. These are the Crusader miniatures that you can get from North Star, and these are going to be painted up as Marines, Union Marines. I'll post a picture of what they should look like after they're painted. But that's the first unit of 12, and if you remember, I'm doing them for Rebels and Patriots first off, so it's units of 12 and 6 skirmishers, or 18 men for a big militia unit. So you can choose and swap in the rules to suit what your game is playing. So that's our first up American Civil War unit to be painted. Not lead this time, but still on the to-do list is another unit for the World War Roses Challenge. And this one is going to be Lord Percy, no, I don't think it's Lord Percy, Lord Salisbury, and their livery will be red and black. So that should be interesting. So I've got a unit of those to paint up. I've got another unit of men-at-arms to put together and paint, and another unit of billmen to sort out. Don't have them at the moment, but those are the two last units that I have infantry wise for the War of Roses, and I've got a unit of mounted men-at-arms to paint up as well. So what's in the box? Let's go through and have a look. You have seen some of these already, but still worth just going through and lining up what's on the painting schedule for this year. Well, obviously we've got the rest of the American Civil War, and that's going to be another 5 bases of 12. It could even be another 6 bases of 12. I think so. So that would be the American Civil War. So they're on the list. A platoon of Fallschirmjägers, 1940. Enough to do chain of command and bolt action, and some heavy weapon supports. So they're on the list. Tucked away are some Galloping Major French-Indian War. What we have here is we've got some of the Marines, Canadian Marines, and we've got some militia type townsfolk. And there's still a Kickstarter order to come in of those, which is going to give me 2 units of 10 or 2 units of 12 French regular infantry. So they're still to arrive, but they'll come through, I would hope, sometime in 2021. But that's still the ongoing French-Indian War project. There's also some 10mm American Civil War still. Enough to give me, I think, 2 units of Confederate infantry, 2 artillery pieces for the Confederates. Yeah, so that's still to be done. But there lies another story with epic warlord American Civil War figures due out later this year. Yes, watch that space. Still to do, and on the list, some What a Cowboy or Dead Man Hands figures. I've got 1 unit of cowboys done, and we've got these ones which we can touch up and have them to use as well as perhaps a renegade rebel posse type thing. Last of the innocent bystanders for infamy. Well, we've got 5 Roman or Romano-British civilians just to be wandering around the village. Last but not least, the mounted generals from Perry Miniatures for the American Civil War Union. So I've got a little pack of these from Lost Art Games. Tricky to show. Nice bit of character, some nice big sideburns. Nice looking beard. Yeah, some good sculpts on the faces. Well, that's what's planned on the painting side. Gaming wise, who knows what we're going to get to be able to do and when. This damn COVID-19 causes all us grief and lots of problems. But we'll see what we can do. I keep saying that I'll try and get some Zoom games sorted with John and perhaps Andy and Colin and that, and get them all involved. See what we can do. Got to do a little practice game. Might start off with a small bolt action firefight, so 10 figures aside or whatever on a 4x4, because that's what we can fit into this table, onto this table in this ring more easily. Probably won't be for a couple of weeks or a month at least, I would hazard a guess, with my shoulder. I can't drive for 4 weeks. For those who are not too squeamish, I had the bursa on the top of the shoulder joint cleaned up, scraped off, so they say, and there was 2 bits of bone growth which was growing into the ligament, so they've been taken off and cleared. And I had the bicep of the tendon cut and reattached higher up, so it doesn't run through the groove. So that's all been done, and we've just got to wait now for that all to heal up. So no driving for at least another 3 weeks minimum. So we've got to keep our shoulder fairly safe without causing much trouble and detaching the tendon. Although if it does detach, nothing's lost. It reverts back to what the operation was going to be initially, just to have the tendon cut and heal. So just got to see what comes along and how it all works out. So look forward to seeing more videos from me, forthcoming, painting wise, modelling wise, and hopefully we'll get some battle reports up and get a couple of games in, even if it's over the internet and through virtual gaming. Anyway, look after yourselves, subscribe if you haven't, leave any comments down below, and hit the notification buttons, and until the next time, see you soon.